73% of all of the views I get on this channel come from YouTube search. And today I want to make a video about how I use keywords on YouTube to make my videos much more discoverable through search. Right now, I make mostly informational videos on this channel about how to grow your business or your online presence. Basically, you know, I'm making all sorts of different stuff. Today I want to make a video because I have myself, I do my own keywords, but I also do keywords for other channels. And I wanted to share my process with you to make my videos more discoverable. So today we're going to go through some of the steps that I use, and we're actually going to do the keyword process for one of my videos that I recently released. It's called $20,000 for a blockchain billboard. Anyway, I did a video about a blockchain company. Go check that out if you're interested. But I'm going to step you through exactly how I did the keyword research for that video. And then I might do a bonus one at the end. I've got the friend of mine that does the car reviews. He has a video coming up for a new car. I think it's a Volvo. And he needs keywords. So between the two of those, I'm going to step you through my entire process. I'm going to show you all the tools I use. I'm going to show you like my thought process for it. And hopefully your videos end up, you know, as searchable as mine are. Here's examples of my videos and that they're getting views, and just generally my channel gets most of its views. And thank you for coming to find my channel now, and mostly through YouTube search. All right, let's step into this. Oh my God, this cat. Okay, so I'm going to show you my process here, but before I do that, let's just talk about where keywords actually sit on YouTube. So they're in three different places: the title, the description, and the tags. So your keywords actually matter on all three of those places. And so just to give you a general lay of the land, you want to use your main, like, numero uno keyword in your title. You don't really need to keyword stuff your title. I just say put the number one, and if you can work it into a title that makes sense and it's a good title. It's more important that you have a good title. But if you can work one keyword into it, great. If you can work two keywords in, that's fine. I wouldn't push it past that. The description of the video, really the keywords in that need to be formed as sentences, and it's the first 2 to 3 sentences that are going to be evaluated for keywords within the description. So I always write 2 to 3 sentences about what your video is about, and using the keyword research we're about to do, make sure that you put a lot of those words into those sentences. Does that make sense? And the final place is in the tags of the video. And the differentiator here is that you can put a lot more keywords in. You can be a lot more liberal with the types of keywords you use. And because they're not like a public facing thing like a hashtag, I'm not saying put irrelevant keywords. That's against the terms. You don't want to like keyword stuff there either, or like put irrelevant stuff. But my rule of thumb is asking myself the question, if someone's looking under this keyword, would they also find my video interesting? Your keywords don't have to be always specifically exactly what your video is about. You can go a little bit off of the beaten path here in the keyword section, in the tag section. Okay, so how do we actually do this? So I use 4 different tools for my keywords. I've got YouTube open here because YouTube is the best tool to find your keywords. So in other words, like all these like keyword tools that are out there, none of them are better than YouTube itself. Let me explain. Okay, so I've got a couple of things that you might want to just be aware of. I've got YouTube. Look at all these previous searches. You can see I'm doing my keyword research. All right, so you can see that I've got YouTube open and vidIQ installed on my Chrome. So if you don't use vidIQ right now, I would definitely recommend grabbing it. Here, let me just rotate this a little bit, give us some more space. There we go. All right, cool. So we're gonna keyword research this one right here. It's about a company called Blockstack. And so that really gives us two of the top keywords. Blockchain is in the title here. It's about a blockchain company, and the name of the company is called Blockstack. That's all we need to start with. So let's use that as our starting. So let's use that. Okay, cool. Keyword. I don't know what's wrong with me today. You guys are just going to deal with the fact that I'm just goofy as hell. All right, so we've got blockchain and Blockstack as our beginning keyword. So the first thing I do is I am going to say, okay, I've got a video. It's about these two topics, blockchain, Blockstack. I know blockchain is going to be the larger of the two tags. Blockstack is a company within, so maybe a little bit less of search volume going through that. However, it's easier for me to rank highly on a tag like that. So you want to use a variance of really popular tags, because you might get a top rank search result on a big tag, and then your video, does this. But if you don't, you still want to make sure you're hitting up the lower, more targeted ones. So let's do a quick search for blockchain. And the first thing I'm going to do, this is literally the first step when I'm trying to build a list of tags, is I see usually I'll do the search to begin with, and I'll just get an idea of the top results for this. So if I type blockchain, how does a blockchain work? TED Talk about blockchain is the future, blockchain in 7 minutes. So I get the idea of the sort of content that is currently getting served up against that search. A question here would be like, do I think my video fits in here? If it does, then proceed. If not, maybe we need to start with a different, sort of like top level keyword to begin with. But I'm gonna say, yeah, I'd like my results to be here. I think my video is interesting for this audience. So the next thing I do is I just go back up to the search and hit space, blockchain space, and I'll usually grab whatever one of the whatever tags here in the autofill that I find is relevant. So this one, blockchain tutorial, blockchain explained. I might even grab something a little bit more on the fringe, like blockchain wallet, blockchain programming. So you can see it, you could go through and decide which of those. So I usually get about a quarter to 30%, 25 to 30% of my keywords just from doing that. The next thing that I do is usually I'll click into one of the top videos and just see what they have for tags. vidIQ will let you use this little copy to copy the list. This video is obviously getting strong viewership, and I'm curious what they're using. So let's see. So they've got a few. What is blockchain? Blockchain technology. So you can, I'll just show you, you can click that little paperclip and paste them all into your keywords. I typically only do that to trim out like a ton of these. But we got one one that I didn't have was like Ethereum and Bitcoins. Maybe I'll just do that. We'll keep blockchain technology. Maybe best explanation of blockchain. We'll see. It's sort of like, it's a working thing right now. I'm sort of getting a list, and then I'll smush it back down, because obviously I can't fit all of these in everywhere. So step number one is to do the autofill. Step number two is to take a look at a competitive video and grab some tags from that are relevant. Between those two strategies, I usually can fill up with tags. I usually have more tags than I need. I'm gonna show you one more place I go. So sometimes I go directly to Google and I'll type blockchain or whatever the top level keyword is, and then down at the bottom, you have all these related searches. And so a lot of these are more like phrase type keywords, but those can be really great because these are phrases that people are searching on Google. So, sometimes I will just grab most of them. I would paste them in and then clean them up, put the commas in there, and get rid of any extras. But it's super helpful to just step outside of YouTube and see what the Google's related searches are for a couple of reasons. So sometimes when I'm searching with the autofill, I have to start with a word. So if I'm starting with blockchain, that kind of excludes something like what is blockchain, right? Because it starts with what, it doesn't start with blockchain. So I get a lot of keywords that start with blockchain, doing it this way. When I go into Google, a lot of the times, we don't see an example of it here, but a lot of times the related searches will be stuff like that, like what is blockchain? Or it'll give me more ideas that I can come back to YouTube and type what is blockchain, see what is blockchain, the best explanation. So I wouldn't have found that one unless I had gone to Google and then came back, theoretically. Between those two, I'll play off between the two for a while until I've got a really comprehensive list. And then when I'm deciding what to cut out, Google Trends all day. And if you haven't seen how to use Google Trends, I'll just give you a quick little idea. So if I wasn't sure if I wanted to use blockchain tutorial, I could, do blockchain tutorial versus blockchain wallet. And here we can see blockchain wallet, surprisingly, has way more search volume. I guess that does make sense though. If people are looking for wallets, I guess, and actually we can get related searches, blockchain wallet app. So there we go, that tells us, and blockchain wallet login. So it's people, that search volume is coming from people who are searching to actually log in or searching for a wallet. This is a way for me to prune the list and know that one topic really isn't searched very much, so maybe I can ditch that keyword versus a search that is more popular. Finally, I know I've been throwing a ton of stuff at you guys, but there's just a lot to know here. Finally, if we're gonna go back to blockchain, something I do pay attention to, I don't necessarily let this define my exact process here, but on the right-hand side in a search result on YouTube, vidIQ does do a search volume score. What you're looking for is to have something with search volume that's rated higher than the competition. So something like this keyword blockchain would be the type of content that I would want to make more videos for, because there's not enough content out there for all of the people, all of the search volume. That's something I pay attention to, and all of this work oftentimes inspires some sort of new video. And that's something that's really important to remember about keywords too. It's not just about the video you're working on today. It's also about sparking inspiration for new videos and finding audiences that you didn't maybe know existed or weren't paying very close attention to before. Now I know, maybe I'll go back and make a second blockchain video because the keyword volume is so high. So I just got a text from my friend Jordan, and he said that they are doing a new video. Let me just show you guys their channel. It's called Two Guys in Traffic. And they do them sitting in these cars, reviewing them, talking about them. It's sort of a car culture, sort of almost podcasty type of video. And I've been helping them with the keywords. Look, this Hyundai Palisade video, which I did do the keywords for. It's gonna break 1,000 views it's gonna break 1,000 views in 1 week. Good for you guys, brand new channel too. And these are all the keywords for this video. So they're currently ranked number 22 under Hyundai Palisade. I like to act, when I know that a video I've done is ranked under a keyword, I like to actually search it so that I can see that it actually is there. There it is. Two Guys in Traffic. Look at that search volume too. It's actually ranked 3 under that keyword. So damn, nice work. All right, so we've got this new car, the Volvo XC40. Let's just step through this whole process. Volvo, that's our original keyword, XC40. Got it. Cool. Volvo XC40. Here we go. Space. Review. I'm going to take all of these. Review 2019. So sometimes I'll just copy this part. Review. What was the next one? commercial 2019 black. I'll take all of those. Got it. Okay, so we've got a bunch of those for the Volvo X40. Now let's take a look at the top video. So there's some repeats of the ones we've already got. You know, I'm not seeing anything on this video that I want to grab from. Let's try the second one down. Yeah, so there's keywords here that I want to grab. So we are taking these and we are gonna prune these down because there's quite a bit. We're gonna get anything specific to that channel because that's not what we're going for. I don't need the BMW one, although I think it's smart that those folks have it in there. There's just too many of these like 2020 something, so it's just a little bit overloaded for me. Get rid of a bunch of them. So here we go, 2020 XC40. I'll keep the 2020 Volvo XC40. I think the Volvo XC40 by itself, oh, we actually already have that, so we can get rid of that one. Volvo XC40 2020. I'll keep that. And then we can get rid of that one. Okay, next up, Google search, Volvo XC40. Scroll to the bottom. Look at these keywords. See what I was talking about? The bottom right one, 2019 Volvo. See how it starts with something that's not Volvo XC40? That's what I was looking for. Anyway, you guys get the idea at this point. Now the only thing I'm gonna go do is search 2019 Volvo XC40 and see what comes up here and maybe add some of those in. There we go. Keyword research video done. It's important. It's great for inspiring new videos and new topics, right, Coons? So hit the subscribe button. I hope you all liked this video, and we'll just move on to the next one next week. It seems to be on a weekly schedule these days, which I'm very happy about. All right, guys, click on one of these if you want to watch or subscribe. Peace.